We now come to the Press Award. This is for an outstanding print article on the developing world during the past year. Let's have a look at the nominees.
Joy vanished into Britain's child sex trade. Why aren't we looking for her? Mark Townsend investigated the fate of a Nigerian girl trafficked into the UK at the age of 14, exposing institutional failure to protect vulnerable children.
In the month Joy went missing, there were 491 unaccompanied children seeking asylum in Croydon. And it is they, say police, who are most vulnerable to traffickers. No one knows how many vanish without trace into the sex trade, but local campaigners estimate that up to 2 trafficking victims can be found for each of the borough's 40 or so brothels. Few of these victims ever escape.
Pakistan's dirty secret. In a country that is regularly covered in the media, the nationalist insurgency in the province of Baluchistan has been forgotten. Declan Walsh did weeks of digging to expose the brutal methods being used by the Pakistani military in a secret war.
Patterns emerge. The victims were generally men between 20 and 40 years old. Nationalist politicians, students, shopkeepers, labourers. In many cases they were abducted in broad daylight, dragged off buses, marched out of shops, detained at checkposts, by a combination of uniformed soldiers and plainclothes intelligence men. Others just vanished. They re-emerge, dead, with an eerie tempo, approximately 15 bodies every month.
The rape of men. Will Storr's unflinching investigation into male rape in the Congo was the first major piece of journalism to highlight the issue of the rape of men as a weapon of war.
Leaving the pus-covered pad on the desk in front of him, he gave up his secret. During his escape from the civil war in neighbouring Congo, he had been separated from his wife and taken by rebels. His captors raped him 3 times a day, every day for 3 years, and he wasn't the only one. He watched as man after man was taken and raped. The wounds of one were so grievous that he died in the cell in front of him.
The judges faced a difficult challenge with a range of excellent entries this year. They felt that the standard of the writing overall was extremely high, combining vivid reportage with genuinely interesting topics. They said that Joy vanished into Britain's child sex trade, but Why Aren't We Looking for Her was a compelling piece of journalism, highlighting the misery of those trafficked into the United Kingdom to work in the sex trade, a little reported topic. It tracks in upsetting detail the story of how a teenage girl can simply slip through the cracks. Pakistan's dirty secret combines in graphic detail and first-hand reporting with authoritative analysis and background to a conflict that even Pakistan's own press scarcely ever reports. The considerable personal risk, the reporter chronicled deaths and torture in what judges called a compelling read enhanced by striking images. The judges said that the rape of men was pace-setting and shocking, highlighting an area that has received little scrutiny in the media. The report was followed up widely by other media and a subsequent United Nations acknowledgement that rape happens to men and boys, as well as women. To present this award, please welcome journalist Dame Anne Leslie.
And I've been in this business a long time, but I was so impressed by these reports. One of them, because it was in the land of my birth, was about Pakistan, Baluchistan, which I knew as a child. This is a fantastic award, and I'm amazed I never won it myself, but I was never good enough. Anyway, the winner
We were only founded 25 years ago.
Sorry? is the rape of men.
thank you for this. I'd like to, of course, thank my wonderful editor, Ruri, and also special thanks to Christian Aid, especially Emma, who highlighted the work of the Refugee Law Project, and Dr. Chris Dolan, who's one of those rare things, a true hero that's doing a lot of the work out there in Kampala at the moment with these poor refugees. And yeah, thank you very much.